She'll test your emotions, not because she's cruel, but because she's wired to trust strength. If you crumble, she doubts you. If you stay grounded, she softens, because a woman can only relax in the presence of a man who doesn't lose himself in the storm she brings. Emotional control isn't about being robotic, it's about not being hijacked. Attraction is emotional, but leadership is emotional too. And if you lose control every time you feel pressure, you're not leading, you're leaking. In relationships, in conflict, in seduction, your ability to remain centered makes the difference between magnetic and forgettable, between respected and rejected. Men often misunderstand emotional control. They confuse it with emotional suppression, so they shut down. They go numb, they become cold and unreadable. That's not control, that's disconnection. And women don't feel safe around a disconnected man. They feel confused, suspicious, unseen. Real emotional control doesn't hide your feelings. It holds them without letting them control the room. How this is misapplied. Some men try to act unbothered, but it's just that, an act. Underneath, they're fuming, but on the surface, they go stone cold. And eventually, the mask cracks. They explode, or they ghost, or they collapse emotionally at the worst possible moment. Control is not pretending, it's presence. You don't escape your feelings, you anchor them, you feel them, then you choose how to move. The right frame. Calm as emotional authority. You become emotionally powerful not by avoiding storms, but by refusing to be moved by them. A woman doesn't need a man who's emotionless. She needs a man who doesn't let her mood, her words, or her tests pull him out of himself. The more you remain grounded, the more she feels safe to rise and fall and come back to you. This is what builds trust. This is what builds long-term desire. Today's challenge. For the next 24 hours, observe your triggers. When you feel emotional, angry, jealous, anxious, don't react. Pause. Name the emotion. Then write this in a note or journal. I feel it, I see it, but I am not it. Own the emotion, but don't let it own you. The moment you can name it without being consumed by it, you've already won. Masculinity isn't about not feeling. It's about holding space for what you feel without spilling it everywhere. A woman follows the man who can handle her chaos without becoming chaotic himself. Be that man, and she'll never forget the calm you brought into her life. Subscribe to Cold Flame and keep sharpening the emotional edge that separates grounded men from the rest.